I'm Terry, and this is the Celtic Craft Studio. I want to welcome you. I am excited. I have finally finished the fairy journal, so I'm ready to do a flip through. I feel very accomplished when I finish a journal. They take a lot of time. Time I love because you put a lot of your creative energy into it, but I'm just very excited when one of them is finally complete. So I'm looking forward to sharing this with you. Before we get started though, I wanted to thank some special people, some people that actually subscribed to my channel last time. So I wanted to thank Lindsay, Amanda, Jody, Julie, and Lisa. Thank you guys for subscribing. I'm looking forward to the time we're going to spend together and the things we're going to do. I want you to feel free to ask any questions that you might have or make suggestions. What would you like to see? What would you like me to do? So I'd love to hear from you. Before we actually go through the flip through, let me show you the paper I used. I used this on the cover and on some of the embellishments inside. This is the 8x8 pad by Graphic 45. It's called Fairy Dust. Beautiful papers, beautiful colors. It's just a gorgeous fairy-like pad. So I suggest if you're going to do a fairy journal, go out there and find it. I believe I got mine on Amazon. So if you have trouble finding it in the store, I know they have it on Amazon. All right, let's get started. All right, I have a little different closure this time. I made a clamp. It has a clamp on both sides, and then it has charms in the middle to hold the journal shut. On the little chain, we have a dragonfly charm, some jewel charms. We've got a butterfly charm and a dragonfly. There's another dragonfly charm, flower, and a little charm that says noted, which I thought was appropriate for this journal. So let me set that aside and open her up. A lot of lace, once again, a lot of lace and a lot of bling. All right, on the first page, on every journal that I send out, I put a little tag that has my name on it. It says, inspired by life, created by hand. One-of-a-kind art created by Terry. And that goes in every journal that I send out. I also send out a postcard with a special thank you to whomever purchases this journal. Besides the Graphic 45 papers, I also used Artie Mae's DigiKit Fern and Mushroom Collage, which worked out perfectly. It was the perfect kit for this fairy journal. So I was very happy with it. I will link Artie Mae's Etsy shop below so that you can go check out the Fern and Mushroom Collage kit. Excellent kit. All right, next page, we've got a pocket with a tag for journaling and a journaling card. And the one thing I really like about Artie Mae's kits, she always includes paper that you can back your cards with, which, you know, is a time saver, really. You don't have to make your own lines. So I just put it on the back of the card and sew it, and voila, you have journaling space. All right, and as you know, I enjoy using music. This time I used some music called The Butterfly, or The Butterflies, I guess I should say. And then I put an image of irises on it. What I do is I take vellum and I make copies of some of the images I like, and then I put the vellum over the music and copy it, and there you have it. I think it's a beautiful effect. All right, here we have some stamping. We have a graphic of a fairy, room to journal. We have a little wax paper bag that serves as a pocket with another journaling charm. and it has a dragonfly on it. Some more of Artie Mae's paper. Beautiful colors. Looks like wallpaper. Here's my first fabric flip. I enjoy doing fabric flips. I'm not sure why, but I do. I guess I love picking out the materials. And I love this material that looks tie-dye. This has a little special story to it. My husband and I went to the Goodwill store, and I saw a dress that I would never wear. It was made out of this, the whole dress. It was lined, but it was made out of this, and I thought, oh wow, wouldn't that be perfect for journals? So I bought the dress for like $4 and took the dress apart, and now I have all this wonderful, I don't know, is that tatting, crocheting? I don't know. You'll have to tell me if you know what that is. But I use it on my flips, and I love it. Once again, here's the specialty paper. And then this page is an Edith Holden page. I've just discovered her through the journalers. She's a British artist, or was a British artist, who was also an art teacher. And she illustrated children's books. She was best known for her paintings of animals and plants. And she would do like a diary. She'd paint these animals and plants, and then she'd put quotes from different people or write her impressions. It's beautiful work though, and I really love the pages. Over here we have some stenciling and a fairy. I use most of the fairies that are in here are by a woman named Cicely Mary Baker, and she was very famous for her flower fairies. She was British and did these flower fairies. It was my understanding she actually did it as charity work to earn money for Christian organizations. She did these illustrations, and then they used them and sold them and used the money for their charity work. So that was an interesting little tidbit that I learned. Beautiful images though. I love her fairies, so they were perfect for this fairy journal. Here we have a tuck spot. This has like 3 pockets. Do we have 3 pockets here? Let's see. First we have a altered paper clip. And then we have a pocket here. Oh yeah, 3 pockets. 1, 2, 3. Yep, that one doesn't open. So we've got 3. We've got 3 pockets. Stuffed with all kinds of little tickets and fairy ephemera. And then we have a layaway tag that's been embellished that has some journaling spots. We have our little fairy here. We've got a little tag you can journal on. And then you can turn it over and there's a spot to journal as well. All right, here's some of that graphic 45 paper. Beautiful, beautiful colors, and you can see the little fairies. Over here we have a pocket that has a dragonfly tag that was especially chosen for this. It says, "With brave wings she flies." Thought it was perfect for a fairy journal. And we have an embellished card that has a pocket and some ephemera. This I really enjoyed making. This was something new for me. I try to do at least 1 or 2 new things in a journal. I don't want to do the same thing every time, although there's some things that I'll probably use most of the time. But this was new for this journal, and I really enjoyed it. It's a CD sleeve made out of paper. And what I did was I dyed it, coffee stained it. I probably put a little bit of Distress Oxide on it too. And then inside you will find a journaling card from the Fern and Mushroom kit with a place to journal on the back. And then on the front I used the eyelash trim and put one of Sicily's fairies on the front, and I really enjoyed making those. Those were a lot of fun to make. There's another one in here, and we'll see it a little later. All right. Having taken this clips on when the butterfly thing is there, this clips on this page. And it's a little envelope. Inside there's some paper you can journal on. And once again, even though these pages are stenciled, if you use a black pen, it writes over it easily, so you can journal on these pages. Here's another Edith Holden. Let me show you what it does. This is actually the middle of the first signature, and I used this little envelope to hide the first signature. You'll also notice that this journal, you don't see the strings because I did a hidden. If I show you, you can see that it's hidden. It's actually sewn into here, and it's glued down onto the spine, so it's hidden. This opens up, lots of journaling space, and there's the center of the signature. Nice little spot. Beautiful birds. I love her artwork. This is a pocket with several tags in it. We have several places for tags. We have a big butterfly tag with a charm on it. And then we have a smaller tag that goes in this little pocket here. And then we have a pocket down here with embellishment as well. And this beautiful green floral trim. On this side was something I tried again. This is an embellished paper clip. But then I also made a pocket out of a time card. I flipped it over and made a pocket, sewed around it, and then I used a guest check as a tag in the middle where there is journaling space. You can also journal on the back of the time card, and then it has several pieces of ephemera in here as well. I really enjoyed making that too. Here we have a pocket with a tag and a journaling card. Some more of that beautiful paper. Here we have a tag that has one of the beautiful fairies on it and these butterflies. Artie Mays has these butterflies on her website. In fact, I think if you go on her webpage, she offers a sheet of free butterflies, and those are fun to fussy cut out and use wherever. Put a little bling on there. Here's a journaling card and a space. You know, you can always journal behind what's on the page too. So there is a lot of journaling space. Hopefully I found a balance between ephemera and journaling space, because I do love the ephemera and I don't want to have to get rid of it. Here is a journaling card and another kind of old vintage card that you can use for journaling as well. And this pocket. I found this lace trim, I guess you would call it. It's a little more than lace, that's for sure, but it's beautiful, and I found it at Hobby Lobby. And I thought, wow, wouldn't that make a beautiful pocket? I'm sure we'll see it on the front cover of some journal one day too, but it makes a gorgeous pocket. I love it there. All right, this is the other half of the Edith Holden page, the specialty paper. Here we have a belly band made with some of Artie May's graphics. And I decided to make a little teeny notepad on which we have one of Sicily's fairies. It's sewn into this, has its own little signature, and sits underneath the belly band. Like that. All right, here's another one of the cards with space to journal. Dragonfly. Some of these images I might mention are from a lady on Etsy. Her name is Mrs. Cog. I'll put the link to her Etsy shop below. She has the most beautiful images. You can find images for anything you want, whether it be fairies or gardens or children, Victorian women. She goes and she finds, most of them are from books. They're paintings. They're beautiful. So you should go check her out. I'm sure whatever you need, she has. The other half of the music, where you can see this half is actually the prettier side, because you can see the butterflies along with the iris. The doily. Here's my corner pocket. We've got a tag and a journaling card, an embellished paper clip. We'll move all those over here. Place to journal. And then we have a flip where you can journal as well. This is the last page of the first signature. I've got a tag, got a journaling card, and it has this lace on it. I just loved that lace. There's something about this lace that said fairy to me, so it ended up on the fairy journal. Second signature, once again, is similar, different as far as colors, different graphics, different fairies. So we'll go through it. Here's another postcard that you can use for journaling. Artie Mae's paper. I love the fact that in this set she used purple. I think you'll eventually figure out that purple is my favorite color. So I love it when there's purple in things. Here's a pocket, again, with journaling card and tag. And this piece of music I was super excited about. Do you see the name of that song? I get so excited when I find music that goes with my theme. So Little Fairy March was perfect. And I found this Cicely Baker image that once again I put on vellum. And then I put it over the music and copied it, and it turned out wonderful. I love this. Probably my favorite page in the journal. The Little Fairy March. I can't say I know the song, and I'm not going to hum it for you, but exciting. And on the other side, you have a place to journal. I know this is a Mrs. Cog image that's tacked on there. You can use that for journaling. Here's another card to journal on. Here's the second flip. Once again, I loved how the stencil coordinated with the fabric. That's what I call a happy accident, and I love happy accidents. So there you go, some journaling space. That beautiful lace up there. This specialty paper is lavender. Gorgeous. Edith Holden and thistles. You know, in America, Americans do not appreciate the thistle. In fact, in America, we consider it a weed. But I am of Celtic descent, which is why this is called the Celtic Craft Studio. And so the Scottish in me appreciates the beauty of the thistle. So I have to say, a thistle is actually one of my favorites, and it is my favorite color. All right, on this side, attached with this cute little spiral, I think this was a Tim Holtz, and I actually altered it because it had a hook on it that I didn't want to use, so I altered it and used it to hook the fairy to the page where you can journal. You can take her off and journal right there. Use your imagination. Tuck spot, once again, altered paper clip, embellishment, tags, inventory tag this time, with a place to journal. Mushrooms. You know, I was not crazy about mushrooms, and then I did this journal, and I have grown to appreciate mushrooms now. So I have to say I do like the mushrooms in this journal. So here we go in the pocket. We've got another dragonfly tag, and we've got another altered playing card that you can journal on. And I love that Tim Holtz image. I put a little pair of wings on him and put him on there. Something about his face and his curly hair. Here's the other CD sleeve that I mentioned. It's got a boy on it, and inside a journaling card that has mushrooms. And there's our butterfly with a little bling. You can take him off, and underneath, lots of journaling space. So here's the envelope with paper inside that you can use for journaling. And here is the middle of the second signature. Once again, I used Edith Holden. Open it up. Lots of beautiful journaling space. Love this paper. I like the colors. The colors go well. There's the back of the the Edith Holden image, excuse me. Here's a pocket, tag, journaling card, lots of wonderful ephemera. Here's another one of the time cards, altered paper clip, time cards with a guest check. And in the pocket we have tag, journaling card, another tag with the image, and this time I did, if you're not new to the journaling world, and I know some of you are not journalers, so the journalers will have to excuse me while I explain some things. This is what we call fussy cutting, and what I did was I fussy cut a Cicely Baker and put it on a mushroom that I found, and I used book pages. If you'll see, I took an old book, put 3 pages together, made a tag out of it, and used that as my background. Sometimes I collage on them. I do different things with them. I learned that from Gail Augustinelli. And I'll link her below as well, so you can go check her out. You can learn a lot from Gail. Once again, the beautiful pocket with the journaling card, some vintage ephemera. Here's the best side of the thistle, and this is the common cotton thistle, according to, once again, Edith Holden. Specialty paper, the belly band with another little place to, I love this picture too. These are the sweet pea fairies, and aren't they cute? All right, journaling card. I believe this is a Mrs. Coggs image as well. This is the music page. Here we have our, once again, the little flip that opens for journaling space. So tell me, if as a subby, let me know. Do you feel like there's enough journaling space? Do you think there should be more? Is there the right balance? I wanna hear from you. I want interaction from my subbies. Now that I have subbies, here's an Edith Holden journaling card and a mushroom tag, and that is the end of the journal. Once again, I have a hidden spine, so you don't see any of the strings on the outside, and the closure is the charm, which hooks on one side and then the other. All right, this journal, because I know some people ask, so I'll go ahead and tell you that this journal is 9 1/4 by 6 inches, and it's 2.5 inches wide. If you want it to be skinnier and you want to take out the ephemera and just use it for the journaling, once again, you're not going to hurt my feelings. When you purchase this, this is yours, and I hope you'll make it the way you want it to be. I also used metal corners. This was a pretty old book that I used, and so I put metal corners on it because the corners looked a little rough, but the metal corners I think look nice on there. There's also a plate on here that says reality has limits. Imagination is boundless. I like that. So the clamp closure, I mentioned that. 2 signatures. It has 40 pages. And I would say the majority of those you could journal on. So I hope that you will go check out my Etsy shop. I will have this listed Monday by noon. So you can go on there and find her there. I hope she finds a good home. Some of these are like children. Sometimes they're a little hard to say goodbye to. So I hope she finds a good home. I want to thank you for joining me. I will once again try to, I know I went over a week, but you know, life happens. But I will try to get another video out next week. But like I say, if you have any questions, let me know. Tell me what you would like to see. Are you happy with flip throughs? Do you want me to show you something? Just let me know. I want to hear from my subbies, and I want to kind of interact with you on this YouTube page. So I want to thank you for coming. God bless, and stay crafty.